Good morning and hello from Browns Bay. It's day 6 and it's Tuesday. I want to talk about excuses today, something different. Frank McCourt, in his book Teacher Man, tells of his early days in teaching, trying to teach English to New York children who really want to go out and do real work. And he discovers in his drawer the key to getting the kids to get really creative. He finds two piles of excuse notes, one pile from parents and the other from students. The parents' ones were mainly short and to the point. Johnny overslept and missed the bus and so forth. The notes fraudulently written by children were usually long and elaborate and extremely creative, much like the long stories I've heard from people over the years who knock on the door of churches wanting petrol money to go somewhere for some complex reason. One man, for example, had his house burned down in a bizarre and depressing series of unfortunate events twice in 3 years. That's another story, but I digress. Back to McCourt's students. He starts teaching creative writing by getting kids to write excuse notes for all kinds of people, ostensibly so that they can help their own kids write good excuse notes, which is quite illogical when you think about it. And so they write creative notes, excuse notes for Adam and Eve, Hitler's girlfriend, and all kinds of historical figures, trying to explain creatively why they made wrong choices. And it works really well. The kids begin to enjoy writing. The best note that they came up with was to God from Eve, explaining why she led her man Adam astray. The reason? Simply because the Garden of Eden was dead boring. They had nothing to do all day. I suspect that boredom leads to all kinds of mischief. One rather dubious website quotes medical research, apparently, prescribing glue sniffing as a helpful treatment for teenage boredom. Not a great choice. Huffing and puffing and killing more brain cells and blowing up one's life rather than blowing the house down, as in the story of the wolf and the three little pigs. Bible excuses are interesting too. The most miserable one, if you think about it, is that of Cain and Abel. Cain deliberately leads his brother out for a game of soccer or some other outdoor activity, and whereupon he kills him and lies to God. It's a classic and well-known line. Where is Abel? How should I know, he answers. Am I supposed to look after my brother? Or more traditionally, am I my brother's keeper? The truth is, we are all our brother's keepers. We should all share the plight of all human beings and seek their good, their best. If you think about it, human indifference to the struggles and plight of others, our violence of action and words, our lack of concern for the cold and the hungry, the sick and the dying, our deep suspicions of people of different race and creed, and our desire to elude them, most of all our anger and sulking, they're all symptoms of our Cain-like excuses. Am I my brother's keeper? I wonder if this pandemic has begun a shift. I think it has. On TV this morning, they said that the world is smaller. Well, not if you're wanting to travel around the global village right now. What may be bigger, though, is our hearts and our compassion for others. The funny thing is, we're becoming more concerned about others while being trapped at home with our families, and sometimes alone. Perhaps those who are always alone actually see things differently already. I suspect that if you understand loneliness, you're likely to be more empathetic and want to be your brother's or sister's keeper. Well, thinking about it, we all need help at this time. Even the extroverts are saying, I imagine, to the introverts, help me to do this lockdown thing. It's really difficult. My suggestion for you today, well, keep on keeping on. Keep connected. Don't forget to say thanks to the people who are trying to make our lives easier. You've no idea how good it is to receive short messages of appreciation. Families may be learning to appreciate teachers more. Those who work away from home may appreciate those who keep on cleaning up at home. Consumers may value those in retail more, and church communities may appreciate their pastors more. The list goes on. And when it's over and siblings can go out to play again, it'll be a far cry from Cain inviting his brother out into the brightness of the day, only to snuff his light out. We will hopefully not forget all this and remain appreciative and gracious and kind and patient and open-handed to the poor and the needy. May we always be our sisters' and brothers keepers. Well, have a wonderful day 6. And remember, don't be afraid. We are not alone. Bye for now from Browns Bay, and we'll see you tomorrow.